Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's lesson, we're going to read a short story called The Flying Machine. This is a short story about invention, power and control. And it also raises questions about what people might do when they are afraid of change. As we go through the story, I will introduce some key vocabulary and I will also ask some reading comprehension questions. Make sure to answer these questions in full sentences. Right, are you ready? Let's begin. The Flying Machine. Section 1. Jamie flinched as the screwdriver slipped and dug into his hand. He cursed quietly to himself. I told you. He resisted the temptation to turn and look over his shoulder. It would just start another argument. You'll never get that damn thing off the ground. Jamie threw the screwdriver into the toolbox, wiped the spot of blood from his hand on his jeans, and stepped back. His machine didn't look so bad. He was getting there, making progress. He nodded at his own handiwork. Reading comprehension questions. 1. Who is the main character in the story? Jamie is the main character in the story. 2. What does he have in his hand? He has a screwdriver in his hand. 3. What is he doing? He is working on his flying machine. 4. What happened to his hand? The screwdriver slipped and dug into his hand, causing it to bleed. Key words. Flinched. Flinched. To make a sudden small movement because of pain, fear, or surprise. Screwdriver. Screwdriver. A tool used for turning screws, usually with a flat or cross-shaped tip. Temptation. Temptation. The desire to do something, especially something that may not be good or wise. Section 2. It had taken him the last 6 months to get this far. A couple of failed attempts, and then he had to start from scratch again. But that was fine. He could deal with it. It was the only thing that kept him sane since leaving college. His 1 year on an engineering course. Forced to leave because he didn't have the money to continue. What he couldn't deal with was the look on his mother's face when he went back into the house. Reading comprehension questions. 5. How long has Jamie been working on his project? Jamie has been working on his project for the last 6 months. 6. What subject did he study before? He studied engineering before. 7. How long did he study? He studied for 1 year. 8. Why did he stop studying? He stopped studying because he did not have enough money to continue. 9. Who is talking to Jamie? Jamie's mother is talking to him. Keywords. Start from scratch. Start from scratch. To begin something again from the very beginning. Kept him sane. Kept him sane. Helped him stay mentally stable or calm. Couldn't deal with. Couldn't deal with. Was unable to manage or handle something emotionally or mentally. Section 3. I keep telling you, but you don't listen, she said. You will never get that damn thing off the ground. Might as well try to dig for oil. Jamie stared ahead, willing himself not to look at her. The first machine was a failure, no doubt about that. It moved forward. That was no problem. He just couldn't get the machine airborne. No use building a flying machine unless it could fly. If it stays on the ground, it's a ground machine. Nothing more, nothing less. Reading comprehension questions. 10. What does Jamie's mother believe he will never do? She believes he will never get his flying machine off the ground. 11. Was his first machine a failure or a success? His first machine was a failure. 12. What is Jamie trying to do with his machine? Jamie is trying to make his machine fly. Keywords. Might as well. Might as well. Used to suggest that something is as good as another option, often with little hope. Airborne. Airborne. In the air, not on the ground. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more, nothing less. Exactly what is stated, with no extra meaning. Section 4. But the second one, well, that was something else. That did get off the ground, twice in fact. The first flight was brief, very short, but he managed to stay in the air for a couple of seconds. The second flight was longer, almost half a minute. But then it nosedived to the ground and the whole machine just smashed into pieces. Jamie was lucky he didn't break his neck. But even as he lay on the bed at night, his body aching from being thrown to the ground, he had a great moment of pride. Reading comprehension questions. 13. Did Jamie succeed in getting the second machine to fly? Yes, Jamie succeeded in getting the second machine to fly. 14. How long was the longest flight with the second machine? The longest flight lasted almost half a minute. 15. Did Jamie hurt himself? No, Jamie did not seriously hurt himself, although he was lucky. Keywords. Brief, brief. Lasting for a short time. Nosedived, nosedived. To fall suddenly and quickly, especially in a downward direction. Smashed, smashed. Broken into many pieces with force. Section 5. He had succeeded. He had built a flying machine. Now, all he had to do was perfect it, make it better, improve it, and build a flying machine. One that can fly without careering to the ground. Jamie picked up the towel hanging off one of the side rails of his machine. He wiped his hands. The sun was going down. Better to call it a day and make a fresh start tomorrow. His mother called out from the doorway leading into the house. Giving up, huh? He didn't say a word, walked in and went to the bathroom to wash up and get dinner ready. Reading comprehension questions. 16. What feeling did Jamie have after flying the second machine? Jamie felt a great sense of pride after flying the second machine. 17. What time of day is it at this point in the story? It is evening, as the sun is going down. 18. Does Jamie continue working? No. Jamie decides to stop working for the day. 19. What does Jamie plan to do inside the house? Jamie plans to wash up and prepare dinner. Keywords. Perfect, perfect. To make something as good as possible by improving it. Careering, careering. moving quickly and uncontrollably. Call it a day. Call it a day. To stop working on something for the rest of the day. Section 6. In the kitchen, he prepared the food, cutting the vegetables and preparing the chicken that he had bought that morning at the market. Over dinner, he sat opposite his mother as they ate. So, tell me, Jamie, when do you plan to start flying again? His mother had been drinking. Not as bad as some of the other nights. But to say she had been in her cups would be an understatement. She lowered her head and sniggered into her hands. Just tell me what time liftoff happens, she said. I have to see it. Jamie smiled back at her. Reading comprehension questions. 20. What does Jamie do in the kitchen? Jamie prepares food by cutting vegetables and preparing chicken. 21. What does he plan to make for dinner? He plans to make a meal with chicken and vegetables. 22. Is his mother drunk? Yes, his mother appears to be somewhat drunk. 23. What does she want to know from Jamie? She wants to know when he plans to fly his machine. Keywords. In his cups. In her cups. Slightly drunk. Understatement. Understatement. A statement that makes something seem less important or serious than it really is. Sniggered. Sniggered. Laughed quietly in a disrespectful or mocking way. Section 7. Might be tomorrow, he said. His mother held her hands up. Oh, it speaks. She gave a quiet laugh. Sure, anything you say. Later that evening, Jamie was hunched over the same table. All the dishes were cleaned and put away in the kitchen, and in their place, his plans for the flying machine. He made calculations of how much work he needed to do. If he could get through the day without any interruptions, then it looked like he could do a test flight the day after. Things were looking good. Jamie turned off the lights and went to bed. As he lay down, he dreamed of taking off in his flying machine, taking off and flying away. Reading comprehension questions. 24. When does Jamie say he will fly his machine? Jamie says he might fly his machine tomorrow. "25. What does he do later in the evening? He works on his plans and makes calculations. 26. What does he dream of while lying in bed? He dreams of flying away in his machine. Keywords: hunched over, hunched over. Bent forward in a way that shows concentration or tiredness. Calculations, calculations. Mathematical processes used to work something out. Interruptions, interruptions. Events or actions that stop something from continuing. Section 8. He awoke the next morning as the cockerel outside crowed. He pulled the sheets away and got dressed. Opening the curtains, he saw the sun just rising, and down below, his beautiful machine. Today, he would finish it. In the kitchen, Jamie made some coffee. He sipped from his cup as he stood on the back step of his house. In his mind, he went over the things he had to work on. A great feeling of confidence washed over him. He knew he would finish this today. He felt certain of it. Reading comprehension questions. 27. What wakes Jamie up the next morning? The sound of the cockerel crowing wakes him up. 28. What does he see outside the window? He sees the sun rising and his machine outside. 29. What does he drink for breakfast? He drinks coffee for breakfast. 30. What kind of feeling does he have at this point in the story? He feels confident and certain that he will finish his machine. Keywords: cockerel, cockerel. A male chicken. Sipped, sipped. Drank something slowly, in small amounts. Confidence, confidence. A feeling of belief in oneself or in something. Section 9. Throughout the morning, he worked hard on his machine. His hands flew over the tools and it felt like no effort at all. It was like he was coming to the end of it, and his mind and hands knew exactly what to do. "You're wasting your damn time." It was his mother. He half turned his head to see her standing in the doorway, leaning against the wall. "I keep telling you, you'll never get that damn thing off the ground." Jamie couldn't help but look at her. "Actually, I will," he said. "Today is the day when I take the first flight with my new machine." Reading comprehension questions. 31. What does Jamie do all morning? Jamie works hard on his machine all morning. 32. Does his mother believe in Jamie? No, his mother does not believe in him. 33. What does Jamie believe? Jamie believes that he will fly his machine that day. Keywords. Tools. Tools. Objects used to carry out a particular task. No effort. No effort. Done very easily, without difficulty. Wasting your time. Wasting your time. Spending time doing something that has no useful result. Section 10. His mother let out a laugh. "Don't be so damn stupid. You could kill yourself, like you nearly did last time." Jamie shook his head. "No, I will fly today, and you are welcome to come with me if you want." His mother shook her head and told him she had no intention of getting into his stupid machine. She disappeared back into the house. Jamie worked through the rest of the day. Finally, it was ready. He couldn't wait to try it out. Reading comprehension questions. 34. How does his mother respond to Jamie's belief in flying his machine? She laughs and tells him he is being stupid. 35. Does he invite her to go with him? Yes, he invites her to come with him. 36. Does she wish to join him? No, she refuses to join him. Keywords. Let out a laugh. Let out a laugh. To suddenly begin laughing. Shook his head. Shook his head. Moved his head from side to show disagreement. No intention. No intention. No plan or desire to do something. Section 11. He got into the seat and started the engine. It burst into life with a loud spluttering sound. He pulled at the throttle and the engine revved loudly, filling the air with a thunderous rhythm. His mother appeared in the doorway, a look of shock on her face. "Jamie, what are you doing?" He turned to her and smiled. Then he released the handbrake and pulled at the throttle. The machine moved forward. Jamie steered it into the street and revved the engine again. Then, with one last pull on the throttle, Jamie drove his flying machine at full speed down the road. Reading comprehension questions. 37. What does Jamie do while sitting inside his flying machine? Jamie starts the engine and prepares to drive. 38. Does his flying machine make a loud or quiet noise? His flying machine makes a loud noise. 39. What expression does Jamie give to his mother? Jamie smiles at his mother. 40. Where does he go? He drives his machine down the road. Keywords. Burst into life. Burst into life. To suddenly start working or become active. Spluttering. Spluttering. Making a series of small explosive sounds. Thunderous. Thunderous. Very loud and powerful in sound. That brings us to the end of this week's lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts below. I would love to hear from you. If you would like to download the full lesson plan, you can download it for free by clicking the link below. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.